Hi everyone, and welcome to the General Hospital recap for July 5th, 2017. I hope you had a great holiday. You could see Missy running around in the background, and let's get right to it. So at General Hospital, Sam and Jason are at the doctor. Her appointment is soon, and Jason gets a call. It's Sonny asking if Jason is free. So Sam tries to inquire as to what Sonny wants, but he doesn't really know. Like, he just said, "Hey, are you free?" And he's like, "You know what? But it's not important right now. You know, you're important, Sam. You're the most important person to me." So Dr. Bench, I don't know, comes to talk to her. It's time to get started. The doctor wants to meet with Sam alone, understandably. That's his patient. There's a bug around me. No bugs here. And she wants Jason to go see what Sonny wants, but he's super concerned about her. So he asks her, like, the doctor asks Sam what's wrong. In my opinion, she kind of downplays it a little bit. She says she's been short-tempered and her husband thinks that there's something wrong with her, and then says something is definitely off. So she says sometimes she doesn't feel like herself, and he tries to get her to be more specific. Sam gets in her head and is like, "Don't tell him because he'll send you away, and they'll take your kids away, and then you won't be able to protect Jason from Sonny." So in my opinion, the way she describes it is more something that like a marriage counselor would help rather than a medical doctor. But he thinks that maybe she's right and it could be a virus or something like that, or maybe postpartum depression is a possibility. He wants to do a blood test so they can really like figure out what's going on here. So the doctor comes back with the results. She has an iron deficiency, which can affect mood, and on top of lack of sleep, like, can totally kind of throw you off the way she's been thrown off. So he wants to set up another appointment, and Sonny is still haunting her, saying that the doctor can't fix what's wrong, So Sonny is telling Sam to get rid of what's distracting Jason, and the doctor, like, kind of caught on to the zoning out, and he hands her her script for, like, the follow-up appointment and everything. So Sam eyes the scalpel in the room before she leaves. Also at the hospital, Curtis checks in with Jordan. Obrecht is in lockup and will be arraigned tomorrow. And now Jordan needs to arrest Curtis. What's going on? What's happening? I don't know. I can swivel now. I'm so happy. So apparently she's arresting him for unlawful access to confidential medical records. And he's like, "But Monica said, I was hired for this, blah, 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 blah," and then realizes that she's messing with him. Jordan told a joke, everyone. Hey! I love her. Like, I really love her. So he wants them to have a drink and celebrate. And she's like, "Okay, one drink, but it's more than one drink." So at Pizzulo's, I keep spelling it wrong, Sonny thinks he has a viable exit plan for getting out of the business, and Jason arrives. Sonny tells him about his decision to give up the territory and get out of the business once and for all. Jason's also happy to hear the news about the non-divorce. Sonny feels that he needs to start a new life rather than continuing the ways of like when he was younger. He doesn't have to continue on that path. And Jason asks how he's going to pull it off. So Jason has concerns that whoever comes in is going to want to make sure that Sonny is officially out of commission and will never come back. And, losing Morgan changed a lot of things for Sonny. So it's very difficult. And he'll have to choose a successor. And Jason's like, "Well, is that why I'm here?" He also warns Jason that someone might come after him too, because Jason was his right-hand man for so long. So they toast to a peaceful transition and whatever's next. That's nice and vague. So at Curtis and or Jordan's, because who knows anymore where people live, Jordan is still conflicted about having second thoughts. He wants her to consider everyone's feelings. So beautiful and graceful back there, Missy. She's beauty and she's grace. She's Miss United States. Anyway, wants her to consider everyone's feelings, not just Stella's. They can't look backwards, they can only look forwards, and Stella has to learn to live with it, and he's not willing to give anything up. Right, Mrs. Dog? Right, Mrs. Dog. So he thinks she'll come around, Stella, And Jordan doesn't think so, but he says that he chooses Jordan and he's just as stubborn as Stella, so she's just gonna have to deal with it. At the Metro Court, Molly and TJ are having dinner with Alexis and Stella. Stella asks if Curtis is coming. He couldn't make it, so she thinks TJ's covering for the fact that there's like a rough patch happening. And Alexis is like, you know, my daughter's husband says he's a stand-up guy, so he must be great. Yeah, I love Curtis. Alexis and Stella have some real bonding time. They talk about the kids and, you know, having to walk the line between interfering and not interfering. And Stella's like kind of picking up what Alexis is doing. So Stella asks her, what if one daughter winds up with the person who's responsible for another daughter's death? You know, what then? So they decide they're going to deal with things their own way and not like, you know, kind of get preachy to one another. So then Jordan and Curtis comes in and Alexis makes herself scarce. I mean, the evening was ending anyway for her. So Stella thinks Curtis should make time for his family instead of working, but like he really was working. And I wrote that. I'm so amazing. And he would save TJ and Molly all this drama. And he is, you know, correcting the mistake of giving into Stella's every wish. Again, beauty and grace over here, if you hear that. Just, oh, Missy, you're so wonderful. So at Crimson, come here, where are you? There you are. At Crimson, Valentin calls Nina from The Hague in the Netherlands. He's allowed few privileges, including a casual phone call. He called Charlotte, but it went to voicemail, and he misses Nina, and he loves her. So there's going to be no trial for him, apparently. He says the WSB, you know, they don't want the publicity, so they're going to make him disappear. She says that she'll splash his name everywhere and reveal them if they do. And he tells her not to, like, don't do anything like that. Don't make yourself a target. And he shouldn't have, you know, told her, or he shouldn't have told Charlotte he was coming back because it was just a dream. You know, he's not going to be able to come back. And, what am I saying that's red? Oh, it's a flower. And he's sorry he bothered her. Like, he just gets very, like, you know, introverted all of a sudden. And all he wanted to do was hear her voice. And, like, he's totally different, by the way. Like, he is broken. I don't know where Missy's going. She's just chilling over there. So she tells him, like, to wait, but he hangs up. At a dance studio. Wait a second. Oh, yeah, because we already, okay. So Anna and Andre are dancing the night away, and they kiss. And I'm like, didn't see that coming. They didn't plan that. I could tell. They're just friends. She's okay with them moving forward at her place, though. One second, I lost my nose. So her friendship is important to him. He needs to scope out the situation before risking their friendship, though. And Anna gets a call. It's Nina, and she says it's about Valentin. So back at Crimson, Anna arrives and wants all the details from Nina, and she tells her everything that happened on the phone. Anna defends Frisco and the WSB and that they wouldn't disappear him. Nina says, well, what if you're wrong? You know, and you know, she's the one who got him caught, and they could have like all been fugitives together and lived their wonderful life in Fugitive Town. So Anna defends the WSB and says Valentin did commit espionage, but then Nina brings up her sister, and Nina says, you know, everything was fine until you and your sister came around, and like, you know, you're not wrong. So Anna says that they won't kill him, but they will convict him. Nina needs to distance herself and don't pick up his calls again. At The Hague, Valentin writes a goodbye letter to Nina and Charlotte. They're perfect, you know, talk about their perfect Christmas together, this, that, and the other thing. And, you know, please stay in Charlotte's life. He wishes he could have given them both more. And now end scene. Anna and Andre run into each other at the hospital. She's interested in continuing their relationship. Nina reflects on the good times with Valentin and takes her ring off. Valentin sits contemplatively. An agent from the WSB comes in. He won't deliver Valentin's letter, though. Stella takes offense to Curtis. He tells her that she has to accept them, for TJ's sake, at least. And, you know, she doesn't have to give them her blessing, though. And then Stella collapses. Jason looks for Sam at the hospital, but she's not there. Sam comes to Pizzulo's to see Sonny and stabs him multiple times with a scalpel. Okay, I mean, sure, if that's how you want to spend your day, then, you know, go ahead. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in 2 seconds for more General Hospital. I'm not letting too many days overlap. I'm not letting weeks overlap, so that's a little bit of an improvement. Hey, and we can swivel now. All right, so I will see you in 2 seconds for more General Hospital, and I hope you have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed the new intro, because Cassie made it, so props to Cassie. Woo!